Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and like always, thank you so much for the support. Today we're going to be playing some Path of Exile, and we're going to be continuing our Raise Spectre Necromancer that we started last video. If you haven't seen that video, there'll be a link down below. Full disclosure, this is not the same character as that one. Unfortunately, that character did die to Katarina, the boss of the Syndicate. We went into that fight unprepared, to say the least. But nonetheless, we were having a lot of fun with the character. We had a couple of sets of gear set aside, so decided to remake the character again. Leveling was honestly a breeze, so it wasn't that big of a deal either. So, a couple things. We're going to go over the gear. We're going to go over the defenses of the build. We'll go over the tree really quick. And then we'll do some maps just so you can see the power of the build. Very easily, we did hit a +2 wand. Just caster spam until you hit all spell skill gems, and then craft cannot roll caster gems. Keep slamming caster augments on it or caster exalts on it until you can go ahead and hit the minion skill gems. Very easy to get a +2 on here. The majority of our budget, or the majority of our currency, did go into this chest piece. We ended up paying 8 exalts because we got it from a friend, but honestly they're going from like 10 to 15 exalts. So this is what makes the build work. That's why we decided to dump the majority of our currency into it, and the rest of the gear is honestly very budget. We ended up crafting this in the harvest, just some life and resist. We'll probably try to craft one with more minion damage and more minion stats, as we are extremely overcapped on resistances, so we can definitely optimize the helm quite a bit. The shield, ideally we're going to want to get a armor based shield with higher block values, since we are playing with glancing blows. But outside of that, we also have a +1 boots, which is not necessary if you're able to get either a +2 wand and a +21 Raise Spectre gem. The goal is to hit 25. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you get there. That's how you get your extra Spectre, and you hit 5. The belt is okay, it's decent, it's not great. It's just triple resist, life, very easy to craft and harvest this league. So this should never be a problem, especially this league. Gloves, extremely budget, again, just life, triple resist, something that we can squeeze in a little bit more damage later on as well. The rings are a problem for this build because you need to stack dexterity to make all of your gems work. So eventually we will want to be able to stack some dexterity and chaos resist on here, so we can go ahead and get the Jinx Juju. It gives us a little bit more buffer with life as well. Haven't really rolled the flask yet, so we'll need to roll some flask very soon. But really quick to look at the build, we ended up going mindless aggression into bone barrier. By the time we were in a position to have our 5th Spectre, we did get a natural, and then lastly rounded it up with Mistress of Sacrifice. Outside of that, this isn't a fully optimized build. On the tree, at least, we're focusing more on defenses and life, since we are playing hardcore, and then as we have a little bit more of a budget, we'll be able to scale the damage up. But so far, I'm more than happy with where the build is. We'll just be focusing on damage moving forward, even though damage is not a problem whatsoever at the moment. I think the next thing we're going to get is Elemental Equilibrium. As we move into red maps, we want that extra little bit of damage for our Spectres, so that's the next thing that we'll be looking to grab up. Then we'll probably head up here, get our 5th Endurance Charge and Barbarism. Outside of that, the tree is pretty straightforward. You'll end up late stages of the game rounding up with getting all the jewels available here and here, and we'll also be looking to get this as well. And then we'll leap into Cruel, and I believe it was Horde. Yeah, so you'll be leaping into those too. Outside of that, defenses, like you saw, pretty overcapped on resist, so we'll be able to give some of this up for more armor, better block chance, and cap out our chaos resist. But without further ado, let's do some maps, see how the build performs. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. And as you can see, all we do in this build is press right mouse button, left mouse button, and we move forward, and everything just dies. Skipping this boss, and I honestly hate the phases and all the running around. Did forget to say, the Animate Guardian is just a simple budget Animate Guardian that you can get with extra damage on it, with like a Dying Breath, Victorious Flight, that type of stuff. Eventually we will upgrade that to the very expensive Kingmaker variant of it. and I think we'll call it there. Anyways, I hope you guys saw the build. I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing. It would really mean a lot to me. Outside of that, we'll make a couple more videos, and we're going to be focusing on scaling up the damage of the build. As you can see, mid to late tier yellow maps is not a problem whatsoever, so we'll be focusing on red maps a little bit more moving forward. Gonna scale up again, like I said, a little bit more of the defenses, and then we'll mainly focus on just pure damage from there on out. And you'll see that's where the build really shines. That's where you get those heavy numbers. So anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.